In this video, I'm going to share the neuroscience that shows just how crazily distorted our perception of reality really is, and we're going to use that information to understand how to start to create laser-sharp alignment in your team. It's one of a series of 9 videos, but without this one, everything else can seem like it's not nearly as important as it actually is. Hi, I'm Nikk, Director of Inspire Tribe and co-creator of the EQ Code. At Inspire Tribe, we help leaders and their teams to create laser-sharp mindset alignment so they can cut through the biggest of business challenges with absolute ease. Without understanding the neuroscience that I'm going to share with you, it's very easy to get triggered by our unconscious biases and the unconscious biases of others. When this happens, we can see team members being shut down, team members who are afraid to speak up. We can see team members who are getting slightly agitated by individuals who don't speak enough or dominate the conversation with their opinion and show no curiosity for others' opinions. On the positive side, when we understand neuroscience, not only understand it, but can apply it, and I'll talk more about that in some coming videos, but when we can not only understand the neuroscience, but apply it on a daily basis, what we do is we free our team members up to have equal say. We see team members being curious and openly and quickly seeking to understand each other's views. I know it might sound like nirvana, but just a little bit of neuroscience can go a long way. The science comes from Claude Shannon and his body of work around information theory. In his theory, he goes through the concept of the fact that there's 11 million bits of information and data coming in via human senses every single second, and it comes into the back part of our brain, into the 97% of unconscious powerhouse that is most of our brain. But the information that goes through to the front part of our brain, just the 3% of conscious awareness, is a tiny fraction of that 11 million bits of data that's coming in every single second. In fact, just 100 bits of information or thereabouts, plus or minus about 50 bits, is able to get through to our prefrontal cortex. It makes us very human. And it's this information in the front part of our brain that allows us to consciously land on what we perceive to be our reality. Now, if we look at this 11 million bits of information is like a fire hydrant of information coming in every single second, and we can grab just a cup of it. Or it's like a whole page of information, and we can only see a dot of that information via our own senses. So what's happening each and every second is that our brain must delete, it must distort, and it must generalize the information that it's seeing such that we can take that volume of information and bring it down to just a tiny little bit of information that we can consciously focus on. When we take the time to study this, as we do in the programs that we work on, and help people to understand just how distorted, like crazily distorted our view of reality is, we can start to relax and understand that. When we look at an object, or when we look at something in a business context, although I may look at something and think that it's an eye, and someone else may look at something that we can't see and think it's an eye, and someone else may look at it and go, well, it doesn't quite look like an eye to me, it looks more like 3 boxes, but yeah, I can run with the fact that it's an eye. And then a fourth person comes along and says, eye, it's no eye, it's an A. We can hold the tension because we've got the neuroscience that says no one can see reality exactly the same way, and therefore we have to learn to work together really clearly, not to get distorted by our perception of reality. Because if we were able to pull back the curtains on reality, we would see that it's very easy for 4 different people to see something very different. And by understanding that 3 people can see an I and 1 person can see an A, and together all their information is critically useful, we're able to actually bring our team together to see reality, the reality of your organization, the reality of your client's situation, and the reality of each other's situation, so that your team can harmoniously start to work together rather than spending unnecessary angst defending their point of view, which is right from their own angle, but not from everyone else's angle. I hope this video has been of use to you. There's more videos in the series, but if you'd like to just get your team working together faster and far more rapidly, please feel free to click on the information below. Inspire Tribe are human transformation specialists. So if you'd like to transform yourself, your team, or your business, please feel free to click on the link below or contact us via one of the methods on the screen.